As a parent artist, I know myself from personal experience that it can be challenging to pursue your artistic passions and parent well, to do what you really love with your art and to take care of your family, your child, whoever it is that you're supporting. So, I wanted to talk about building a supportive community and how we can find other parent artists. We are really in a unique place doing these two things. I feel like it's different than a typical job, creating something from inside yourself, something so connected to who you are, something that takes like energy out of us. It takes and tugs at our emotions. We put our life a lot of times into our art, and we do the same for our families. It's just different. Parenting can be lonely, and when we have a creative career, it can be isolating, it can be overwhelming, and many times I feel like artists carry these feelings in general on their own, whether they're parents or not. It's hard to make art sometimes and separate it from who you are. And when we can't separate art from who we are, I think sometimes it can push us down, pull us down. It can weigh heavy on us when our art career isn't thriving like we want it to, or in the time that we want it to. When I am creating something new, I'm a dancer and choreographer. That's the way that I make art. There's just so much on my mind, and I've said this before, it's not like I let go of that throughout the day. So I can be thinking about these dances and choreographing these things and also trying to give my full attention to our child, and to do that in a way that's like creating a meaningful life experience. Building a supportive community, finding people that are in a similar situation, and just talking and sharing like what it's like to live this life as parents and as artists. I think that it could help us in many, many ways. How do we go about doing this? That's kind of the next question. We have a lot of passions, we have a lot of struggles, and I think building this community could be as simple as joining groups. It could be as simple as finding other parent artists and meeting up every week to talk, or meeting up when you can to talk. I have a lot of artist friends, I have some parent friends, but when I find the ones that relate in both ways and we're all sharing that specific experience, when I found people that were doing both things and we can talk about it, like it's such a huge relief. It's a weight when I get a chance to talk and know that, oh, we're trying to make something, we're trying to create things, we're in this messy creative process, and we're figuring out life. For me as like a first-time parent, figuring out life with a young baby, it could be as simple as joining a group, talking to other parent artists you know. If you can't find any, get online, and yeah, I'll tell you more. Okay, it can be a huge help also to find mentorship. So I know one person in particular that is a parent and an artist that is in a season of life that is beyond where I'm at. I feel like they are my mentor. And even if it's just me kind of like watching that example and just being a fly on the wall or a shadow, picking up the knowledge that they're so willing to give every time I see them, it helps a lot. Networking, we talk about that as artists, networking, but really just connecting with people in new ways. Maybe it's a coffee date, maybe it's setting up a time where you can have an art date with you and your children, a time that you can come together and collaborate in a setting that is accessible for you and your children. That could be really cool. Sometimes it means that we need to set boundaries and prioritize self-care. Make sure that you have the resources that you need to thrive. What are those resources? Finding people, but also just online accounts can be huge. Books can be part of your community. I started thinking more and more about community, not just as the people, but also as the organizations and the places that you go, places, play places, parks, just thinking of your community as your network, or what makes it possible for you to live your best life as a parent and as an artist and feel supported, feel like you have something underneath you that's carrying you along when it gets really hard sometimes and challenging. And I'll see you in the next one.